Let's go now to Michael Forret, who's making the jump up from Aberdeen to Chesapeake. And this is a move we have been waiting for a while. Forret got off to a dominant start at Aberdeen this season before being placed on the IL with a back injury. And when he returned from that injury, really showed no signs of rust at all. And while the Orioles basically eased him back in from the time that he returned to the mound on June 4th, he was flat out dominant with the Ironbirds after missing about a month's worth of action. And overall, there, Forret had 59 2/3 innings pitched this season with a 1.51 ERA, 2.50 FIP, 2.73 xFIP to go as a 33.5% strikeout rate and a 7.5% walk rate. This is a promotion that we've been calling for quite a while. We haven't really been sure why it wasn't happening, but perhaps it was just that one domino, in which case the promotion of Trey Gibson up to AAA needed to fall for Forret to get that move. But nonetheless, Forret able to make the jump up to AA now. And just to put a little bit more context behind his post-injury return, Forret has appeared in 11 games since returning in his first outing on June 4th. In that time period, he struck out 47 batters over 38 innings, held opposing hitters to a 169 average, and posted a 1.42 ERA. And if you want to go for a really eye-popping stat here, opposing hitters OPS against him in that time period, 452. So this is someone that has just been dominating the competition at high A. He's now going to get a look at double A. And Bob, I'm going to start with you here. This promotion was really obvious, and it probably could have happened sooner, but nonetheless, very exciting, very happy to see Forret going to double A.
Yeah, he's making hitters look like Greg Allen out there in high A. Yeah, it's about time. I mean, I get it because there is that log jam, especially double A. You know, I keep a list throughout the season of guys to watch and their numbers and stuff. And double A is definitely a longer list than a lot of the other teams when it comes to pitching. And he's on the younger side, whereas guys like Bragg and Gibson are a little bit older compared to him. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, he was just dominating for all season, basically. Yeah, he's something else. He's another guy I feel like that adapts really well because he added the death ball as well, and it's working for him. He had a quote somewhere that was like, I feel like things are starting to click now, and it's like, oh, just now? Okay. So he's up in double A now. They were clearly managing his innings. I don't know if it was strictly because of the back injury or because they said, here's the goal we're trying to get to, and here's how many up downs we want him to have. But he definitely was a little bit babied in the middle of the season, especially coming back from that injury. But hopefully now he's able to at least go out there and throw 5 innings each outing with double A, and can't wait to see what he can do there too.
That's the biggest thing for me. Like, first and foremost, the fact that he's getting promoted now, I think should mean health wise we're all good. Because we talked about this last week too. He missed a month, closer to 5 weeks, I think, earlier this year because of the back issue. Came back the first week of June, and remember, no rehab outings. They didn't send him to Sarasota. They didn't even send him to Delmarva. He went straight back into Aberdeen's rotation. But it was like 1 inning, 2 innings, 3 innings, like slowly building him back up. And then it was 4 shutout innings. Like, all right, he's back. But then it was back down to 2 and 3 inning outings, then back up to 4 and 5. And so it was just this up and down and up and down. So I don't know. Maybe there were some lingering effects with the back. Maybe they're just being cautious. Again, no idea. But he never really seemed to be like fully unleashed since coming off the IL. But I just think, yeah, you're bumping up to double A now where the innings are going to be more stressful than they were in high A. So I think health-wise, we should be good, should be in the clear because, yeah, statistically, I mean, Forret is standing right there, right behind Trey Gibson. Even with the limited innings, his numbers are going blow for blow at Trey Gibson. And like Trey Gibson, the strikeouts are way up, the walks are way down. 10% walk rate last year, that's down to sub 8% this year. And also like Gibson, where like the immediate adjustments to his repertoire were there, like you just talked about, revamped the breaking stuff, added a lot of weight as soon as the Orioles drafted him because he was this tall, skinny JUCO kid, found instant success while throwing more strikes and doing a better job of commanding it all in the zone, and the results have followed. And so like both of these guys, we're not talking about incremental gains with these two arms. It's been like fairly significant gains. And I think given their histories, Gibson, the undrafted kid out of Liberty who didn't pitch his final year, and then Michael Forret being the JUCO kid, later round draft pick. Given those histories, like to see where they are now is phenomenal to watch. Like, and this is what we're talking about when people are like, God, the pitching prospects in the system and what the Orioles are lacking. Like this is what they're doing. These are the guys they are creating. And I am every single outing I watch with so much intent because I cannot wait for one of these guys to truly break out at the major league level and finally like put that stamp on this. Is like this is what the Orioles are able to do with the pitching prospects. Like this is why we harp on it so much and pay attention so much to these arms, because nobody was drafting this kid. Nobody wanted Trey Gibson. Orioles took him, and now look where he's at. So
yeah, and that logjam we talk about now, it's bubbling up. Next year, it's going to be at AAA. It's going to be Trey Gibson, Cameron Weston, rest in peace, Braxton Bragg, Nestor Erman, Joanne Watts Brown, Blake Money, Michael Forret at some point. Like these guys are hitting AAA, AA, upper minors, and yeah, that's going to be huge. I wish it could have been a year sooner because that would have helped this season for sure for the Orioles. But it is what it is, and they're here. They're arriving at AAA, which is obviously one step away from the majors. One opportunity, one injury, boom, they come in, they take a hold of the reins, and it's not all of our hopes are just on Trey Gibson and Michael Forret. There is a huge group of pitchers bubbling up in the upper minors that are going to be helping the Orioles for a long time.
Absolutely.